Today, let's talk about leaky gut and endometriosis. SIBO is one proposed cause of leaky gut. Leaky gut means increased intestinal permeability. For something to be permeable, it basically means it allows liquids or gases to pass through it. Leaky gut is an inflammatory condition whereby the gut lining becomes compromised or leaky, allowing tiny particles or molecules to pass out of the gut and into the bloodstream. Inside the gut, there is a protective layer. This gut lining is 1 cell thick. The cells connect together and have tiny gaps, meaning that the lining is semi-permeable. The tiny gaps allow nutrients to flow into the bloodstream. Think glucose, amino acids, and fatty acids, whilst keeping potentially harmful substances out. Now, within the gut, you have the gut microbiome. The microbiome is a collection of microorganisms, such as bacteria and fungi. Some are good and some are bad. Your gut microbiome is full of billions of good bacteria, which play a central role in protecting the gut barrier, helping the gaps in your gut lining stay tight and healthy. The state of our gut microbiome can be affected by everything from the food we eat to the medication we take and the environmental toxins we're exposed to, from the air, our personal care products, plastics, and so on. When our bodies are exposed to stressors such as pesticides, toxic chemicals, plastic BPAs, the balance between the good and the bad bacteria changes, creating an imbalance which can result in inflammation. Inflammation causes those tiny gaps between the cells of the gut lining to widen or loosen, to break open, effectively resulting in leaks. Hence the term leaky gut. When the gut leaks, the immune system alarm goes off as it detects intruders in the blood. Intruders being substances that are there as a result of the leak that shouldn't be. This process can trigger inflammation and an autoimmune response, kind of like that experienced with endometriosis, when endometrial-like cells end up around the body in places they shouldn't be. They're technically invaders, turning into lesions or adhesions. The immune system is triggered and responds with inflammation, which is why endometriosis is referred to as an inflammatory condition. So as with leaky gut, particles from the gut have wrongly ended up in the bloodstream where they shouldn't be. Like with endometriosis, when a gut is leaky, it can cause body-wide inflammation, causing symptoms that range from digestive issues, including stomach pain, bloating, and irregular bowel movements, headaches, fatigue, food sensitivities, skin disorders, joint pain, and it can even affect the brain. As you'll have learnt from part 1 of my gut health series, we all have a gut-brain connection. The two are linked by the vagus nerve. If leaky gut inflammation breaks the blood-brain barrier, you may experience symptoms such as depression, anxiety, and brain fog. Simply think of it as leaky gut equals leaky brain. So that all explains how a gut leaks and the associated symptoms. Stay tuned for part 2, where I talk about the causes of leaky gut and how they're interlinked with endometriosis.